Well, I hope it will give them some sort of resolve to the matter. They've had to campaign for 40, 50, 60 years on this matter, and I'm hoping it will draw a line under it. I don't think the report itself may do that, but I hope it's at least the beginning of the end for them.
How would you feel if the government missed this opportunity to give Chagossians a measure of justice after all these years?
Well, there's no doubt that Chagossians need a big measure of justice. I can't preempt what will be in the report, so I, like them, await it eagerly.
Explain some of the challenges that Chagossians in your constituency have faced living in the UK, living in exile.
Interestingly, what I noticed particularly was the older generation were obviously getting very old. There was obviously a second and third generation who also want a right to return, and I think they felt the pain of their elders in that meeting, basically. But there were wider issues as well about access to employment, access to good jobs, making sure that the younger members of that community got good jobs, particularly in Manchester Airport, and the reason why many of them were employed in Wythenshawe. And I think also the young people said to me that they wanted to visit their cousins, relatives and friends in other parts of the country, and particularly Crawley, where we know there's quite a large Chagossian community, and they were finding that just physically very difficult, the barrier of train fare, the barrier of travel. Many of them work shifts, hard to get enough time off to travel the length and breadth of the country to see friends and relatives, and that came across quite strongly in their testimony to me.
So, okay.